Little technical difficulties. Just shows how hot it is.
Charge out to 10,000, 10,000.
Warsaw aircraft passes weather information number at Sierra Tango Zulu for Southeast United States and coastal waters, available on high Western flight service frequency.
So we got our co-pilot instruments here. This is coupled to that, but I don't believe we have a switch to actually run off that if we need to run off the co-pilot side. And then we got our main display, main GPS is here. Manifold pressure, RPM, fuel flow, fuel information, EGTs, CHDs, and then the crown jewel Garmin 600 TXI. Coupled to the autopilot right here. Down there is your NAC fuel tanks. A little bit more to go and we'll switch over to them. And back here's our passengers. A lot of heavy equipment. We take this to visit our customers for sales calls. We find it very good to see, for them to see everything we do. So this plane gives us the ability to get to a lot of customers quick, and it gives us the ability to get a lot of stuff to them. And that stuff right there doesn't complain when you get in turbulence. Got a, what's that, a KFC 200?
Endeavor 5019,
autopilot control panel here.
Endeavor 5019, Jacksonville Center, roger.
So that's a tour of the plane. She was, we didn't tell you, but she was born in 1980, right around this month. 18 years old.
38 years old.
Oh, sorry, my math is wrong. 38 years old. I don't know what I was thinking.
Jack Center, Money 927, Golf Romeo.
Hey, but she's 2 years younger than us.
Romeo, Jacksonville Center, the altimeter 3005.
A little over 7,000, about 7,300 hours on it.
7,300 hours on this plane.
9507 Mike Jack.
40 on the new motors.
November 9507 Mike.
They were done by
9507 Mike. I just want to make sure you were here
a company called Blueprint.
The altimeter 3005.
So far, we're pretty impressed with them.
6,500 and 300507 Mike.
And as I was talking about, we got the winglets out there, though probably see better out this window. And the vortex generators you can see. And the fuel tanks are right there.
The
fuel tanks are right there. And then we do have some nice
1258 negative, and
luggage compartments out there.
Cross Ode at
Lots of space.
2000. Then descend via the Ode 1 arrival, runway 26 transition.
Alright, no speeds on the arrival.
180 knots true, 185 across the ground.
Ode at 12,000.
213.
Then descend via.
That's a nice thing to see.
26, Delta 1258.
But
Delta 1258, the Jacksonville 3006.
3 hours and 21 minutes to go.
now how come
Northern Indiana.
alright, I'm getting my weather. And like we said, we're actually headed up to Minnesota today. Got a customer in I Falls. So
We'll be spitting distance literally to Canada. As far north Minnesota as you can go.
far more, yeah. And we'll be standing on the Canadian border tomorrow afternoon while we're visiting our customer. So, pretty beautiful day. Not much to see up here at 10,000 feet. So unless anything interesting happens, we'll probably skip to something fun happening, guys. There's not much happening for the next 20 hours.
Hopefully it'll be pretty uneventful.
Hopefully it will. So I did say it, but I'll say it again. We are pulling the next red weather through the ADS-B in our old plane. We had the XM weather radar, and when we upgraded this transponder, we got the ADS-B, and we said we'd try it out for a while, and so far it's working real well. But like we said, we've got onboard radar right here, so between the two systems, we get a good window of, or a good picture of what's going on outside. And we like the ADS-B weather, don't we?
Yeah.
So we get the fuel out of the NAC tanks. We run on the mains until we've burned 54, 55 gallons.
I think it's been running 140.
That's what they hold.
140.
And we're down to 52.3. In a few minutes, we'll turn the fuel pumps on. There's no gauges in the NAC tanks, so you just got to know you either run them full or empty. And when you want to turn them on, we reach over there and pump fuel out of them. We got a switch over here on the side, right there. And we'll flip the switch up. Our fuel gauges has stopped moving down. Actually should creep up just a hair. And the trick is, get the fuel out of them as soon as you can in flight. Obviously you need to run the mains down where if for some reason you don't want it to overflow. So we'll turn those pumps on in a couple minutes. And I guess you could also start your timer.
What I was planning to do. Should take 1 hour or less. So we'll leave it on for 1 hour.
So the fuel pumps for the NAC tanks pump about 30 gallons per hour. We're burning 22 right now. So obviously we would be pumping in faster than we're burning.
Yep.
So our gauges should go up a little bit. But we can also run a timer, see where it is. So we've hit 54 gallons. CA can flip the switches over there. We got positive lights. Start the timer. And keep an eye on these gauges. This one's right around half tank. Of course, you guys know all how aircraft tank fuel gauges are. They're not the best. But they should stop going down and creep up just a little bit. And, well, we're transferring fuel now. So, we'll see how it goes. So we're pulling in on a couple buildups. You might be able to see them out the window. We're coming up on the weather here. You probably can't see it. You might be able to see it up here. It's a little ways away, but it's not showing these buildups.
725 Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 210.
We just asked for deviations left and right. They're going to let us deviate, so we don't have to bounce around. We'll weave and bob through here. And in a few miles, we got some thunderstorms that we're going to have to
477 Whiskey Charlie, are you up?
figure out our way around. No?
Yeah, it looks like they're building up over the Smoky Mountains. We're at the very northern part of Georgia right now.
Yeah.
Right between here and Knoxville, there's some buildups. It looks like it settles down after that. A lot of strong winds up here too. We got a 26 knot, well actually almost a 30 knot wind out of just barely able the headwind component right now, slowing us down.
You can see that right there.
At 7-1, roger.
We're still pumping fuel. Timer's been running for about 46 minutes. If you notice, gauges are actually a hair higher than where we were when we started, which is good. That means we're getting the fuel out of there.
Maintain 310 knots.
We'll run it for about 15 more minutes, and she should pump it all out.
Endeavor 3300, contact Atlanta approach 128.0.
Like we said, 30 gallons a minute. Each side's holding around 25 or so. So just under an hour to get it out.
Southwest 3546 Atlanta Center, welcome cross Andre at 13,000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 3006.
Everything the book says is that you can run those pumps dry.
30173, actually stay with me 1 minute.
The book says basically to run them down until you start seeing these things go back down, but we also run off the time and we know what we got flowing, so we got a couple checks to do. Still got 3 hours and 23 minutes worth of fuel. We got about 2 hours and 28 minutes till we get there, so.
We're 30173, contact Knoxville
nice reserve, we need to, but destination still very VFR, no weather around it.
Thank you, have a good day.
Good day. Who was checking in?
But we're gonna get more of a headwind. And if you guys fly with us a lot,
Delta 2232 Atlanta Center, descend and maintain level 230.
We always have a headwind.
We are probably one of the few people in the world who can get a headwind going from west coast to east coast. Everyone talks about these nice 50 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour tailwinds, and we've been out to the west coast, I don't know, 3 times in about 2 years, from Florida to Washington, and I think the best we saw was a 10 knot tailwind. Story of our life. But, beach driving.
Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Saratoga
let's go ahead and get the radar fired up.
Just off Romeo Hotel Papa.
Radar's on. We got some paints down here.
November 3114 Alpha, squawk 4145, and again, it'll be just a minute.
Although we may have to beam up a little bit with the hills underneath us. And we'll
let her warm up, see what she picks up.
40 knots. 40 nautical
4145, identic, 14 Alpha.
So from the onboard radar, next red radar, and our visual sight, we can pick our way through this stuff.
Might have some bumps though.
Might get a little bumpy.
We've been cleared to deviate left and right of course, but she didn't mention what the maximum was. Shouldn't need more than a few degrees left or right, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Number 813 Golf Golf, Atlanta Center, welcome. Atlanta altimeter 3006,
go
just
more
a minute for you.
This heading probably.
I say this heading. Make it a little bumpy.
And we're already basically at maneuvering speed
1097
now.
cross
Maneuvering speed
Andre, correction cross Ozzy 12000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 3006.
Nice thing about this plane is that cruise speed is basically
Cruise speed is basically maneuvering speed.
Number 6 Alpha Bravo, contact at Knoxville approach 118.0, let them know you're deviating.
118.0, we'll let them know. 6 Alpha Bravo, thanks for the help.
Front end will go to 360 for you.
North side Alpha Bravo, Roger, just let me know when you can take a turn up to the northeast.
Be about another 2 minutes.
Number 173, descend to maintain 7,000.
Out of 10,000 for 7,000, Lance 173. Approach 14 Alpha, I'd like to maintain this heading for a little bit before we turn to the first point there.
Number 14 Alpha, approved as requested.
And Knoxville approach, Piper Navajo 476 Alpha Bravo, level 10,000, deviating left of course at this time, should be back on course in about 10 miles.
Number 476 Alpha Bravo, Knoxville approach, Knoxville altimeter 3001, and just advise when you can accept turn.
3001, we'll let you know. 6 Alpha Bravo.
Good morning, Cat 81, checking in VFR 2,500.
Cat 81, Knoxville departure radar contact, climb request to VFR altitude, and proceed on course.
We're not showing stuff here beyond us, but it may be right out of our range.
Number 7 Alpha Bravo, descend and maintain 900,000.
900,000, 7 Alpha Bravo.
Have to watch that. That was 7 Alpha Bravo, not a 7-6 Alpha Bravo. It also could be, this could be lower than us too.
I'd like to do the RNAV runway 23.
What it looks like, doesn't it?
Got some darkness down there.
It looks like there's area of moderate precipitation.
And we're showing it here, but we're not painting much here.
And it's about 3 miles in diameter on the final there. Do you just want to go towards the west and get around that, or do you want to go to Edge Ridge now?
We can go, we take vectors around it to wait for it to pass if you'd like. We can do that, but we appreciate that.
Number 173, Roger, and just
go way over there.
And
we'll
have a turn for you when you get back.
Probably just better stay through there.
Roger, appreciate that. Thank you.
I mean,
Number 7
ultimately.
Alpha Bravo, flighting 050, descend to maintain 4,400.
Right to 050 down to 4,400 for 7 Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, I mean, I think as soon as that we pass that.
6 Alpha Bravo, do you have weather radar on board?
6 Alpha Bravo, affirmative.
Roger.
I did.
Navo 6 Alpha Bravo, descend and maintain 900,000, and just let me know when you can accept a turn to the north.
6 Alpha Bravo, we can do a turn now if that helps.
Or 6 Alpha Bravo, how about the right turn 020, will that work for you?
Right turn 020 is fine for 6 Alpha Bravo.
Well, guess we're going through the hole, and he wants us down to 9.
And verify 6 Alpha Bravo still remain at 10,000.
Or 6 Alpha Bravo, descend to maintain 900,000.
Down to 900,000, 6 Alpha Bravo, thanks. Well, not really thanks, but...
Yeah, would have been nice to stay up here a little bit longer.
November 173, contact Knoxville approach on 123.
I assume he's dropping us to 9 because of the northern header.
Lance 173, thank you, sir.
I think he's got
Airspace.
planes coming in above us here.
Oh well, this course it works just too. We just didn't want to go through that over there. Most people can't see that.
Citation 7 Alpha Bravo, you're 6 from Hope at turn right 070, maintain 4,400 till 7, third RNAV 10 approach Gatlinburg.
Alright, right to 070, clear for the RNAV, runway 10, down to 4,400.
Maintain 4,400 till 7.
4,400 till establish 7 Alpha Bravo.
Navo 6 Alpha Bravo, descend and maintain 7,000.
That's for Piper Navajo 476 Alpha Bravo.
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, affirmative, descend and maintain 7,000.
Okay, 6 Alpha Bravo, we're hoping to stay up high for a few more hours.
Or 6 Alpha Bravo, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, just maintain 900,000 for now.
Okay, 900,000, 6 Alpha Bravo.
confused where we're going?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I don't want to go down.
Oh.
We still got an hour and 48 minutes. So how long does he want us on this north heading?
I don't know.
I mean, once we get around this, we can turn back if he lets us.
And Nemo 6 Alpha Bravo, that area of light to moderate precipitation is now about 10 to 11 o'clock, 3 miles. You'll pass to the east of it.
6 Alpha Bravo, and we request that back on course whenever we can.
Nemo 6 Alpha Bravo, resume your own navigation.
Okay, back on course, 6 Alpha Bravo. Yeah, I think that controller got confused about where we were going.
I think that controller was confusing us with one of those, which is exactly what I said we got to be careful not to get confused with. There was a 7 Alpha Bravo, and I think he was confusing us with 7 Alpha Bravo, not 7-6 Alpha Bravo. A little rain. A little mist. All right, well, we're back direct.
And we're at 1 hour now in our NAC tanks, so we go ahead and shut those pumps off.
And we did come up a little bit, so we got our fuel in there.
So at this point, we've used it right at 100 gallons. Let's switch over to outboard tanks and suck off of those. Fuel pumps are on.
Fuel pumps on, got fuel pressure.
Right tank.
Right
it's
tank.
on outboard.
Positive fuel flow.
Left tank, outboard.
Positive fuel flow.
Gauges are at full.
Gauges went to full.
Right fuel pump off.
Still maintaining pressure.
Left fuel pump off.
Still maintaining pressure.
So we still have 135 gallons of fuel on board.
So what, we got about 70 out there in the wings?
We have 76 in our outboard tanks of usable.
So we'll run on the tanks until they're basically dry, and then we'll go back to the center tanks to land on, of course.
And then now we know that we switched at 100 gallons.
At 100 gallons.
So at 176, we're bingo, so sometime before then we'll...
That works out real nice, 100
yeah, it
gallons.
works out real good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Almost like it's planned that way.
Almost, huh?
Well, and then the next rat's just showing
for Alpha area of
a little bit of stuff past us, but
1 o'clock, about 5 miles. It's 5 miles in diameter.
Not much again.
Current heading you're on appears to take you just to the west of it.
Okay, thank you for your help. 1 for Alpha.
So, full tanks, you probably can see it up there. Lights are off, we're not pumping anymore. We could discontinue our timer if we wanted to. And you can see the radar looking pretty good. She's not painting anything anymore. And we zoom out. We should be clear to our destination. May have some more weather to deal with in the afternoon over there. Going on up to the north. Well.
And there are 6 Alpha Bravo. Do you want 8 or 10,000 for appropriate for directional flight?
6 Alpha Bravo would appreciate 10 again.
Or 6 Alpha Bravo, climb maintain 10,000.
Okay, back up to 10,000 now for 476 Alpha Bravo. That guy's crazy. Alright.
I won't put that in the video.
Why not? I mean, it happens. I mean, what else do you do? At the time, we had to comply, and I questioned it as best I could, but...
Yeah, I think he got a little confused on who we were.
So we put 10 back in. We armed it now, now we set our vertical speed.
Vertical speed here. So he's just pushing the button. I don't know if y'all can see that in the video.
I'm going to go ahead and richen her back up.
Gotta give her a little some fuel, give her a little power.
And we'll go back to 2,400 RPM.
There, 6 Alpha Bravo, contact Knoxville approach 123.9er. Have a good day.
123.9 for 6 Alpha Bravo. Thank you.
November 476 Alpha Bravo, contact Knoxville on 123.9er.
123.9 for 476 Alpha Bravo.
I got it.
We're 13 Echo Tango, contact tower 121.2.
1212, 13 Echo Tango.
Contact 3 on Romeo, 5 miles from the airport. Squawk via fire change to advisory frequency.
31 Romeo.
3 on Romeo, affirmative, squawk 1200, we'll see you.
Yep.
Good afternoon, Piper Navajo 476 Alpha Bravo, climbing 9,500 for 10.
Piper 476 Alpha Bravo, Knoxville approach, altimeter is 3001.
3001, 476 Alpha Bravo.
Nice job.
And you were managing this, I can do that for you.
That's great. Cockpit resource management. Yeah, we've got a nice view of the city of Knoxville down there.
Yeah, I doubt that would show up on a...
Oh, but nice for us to look at.
Yeah. The camera just washes out altitude and heights and stuff. Flattens everything. Well, guys, we're going to go back up to 10. I think that last guy just got us confused with someone else, and we did our best, but
everybody else had a similar call sign,
and it didn't hurt us to comply, and we didn't have to fight him, and
there was
no problems with it.
Issues,
so
but
we evaluated. We could go down for him.
Got it cleared up.
And we got it cleared up. We're climbing back up, and
approach, good afternoon. Saratoga
should be another smooth flight till the rest. We got about another 2 hours and 10 minutes till we get there. So unless
3114 Alpha,
something exciting happens,
3001.
Altitude capture.
We'll probably
3001, thank you.
see you guys when we get close to our destination. Welcome back. We had a pretty uneventful leg for the last little bit. We're about 18 minutes from our destination. We're still at 10,000 feet. We're back on our main tanks. We burned our wing tanks down. And we're showing that we need to descend at about 500 feet per minute, which is what we tend to like. So we're going to ask for lower in a few minutes. See if we can't start getting this bird down to the ground.
I'll go and ask for lower. And Navajo 476 Alpha Bravo is ready for lower when it's convenient.
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, have lower for you in 3 miles.
6 Alpha Bravo, thank you. That'll be about 1 minute.
So we're anticipating something. We dialed in 8,000. When he gives it to us, we can go ahead and hit the arm button, tell the autopilot to start going, and then we can go ahead and dial down to what he gives us. If he gives us something other than 8. And the autopilot, as long as it has not captured the altitude, will continue to descend to whatever you put in that blue box.
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, descend to maintain 4,000.
Leaving 10,000 down to 4,000, 6 Alpha Bravo, thank you.
So we'll hit arm, which you can't see over there, and then we're down. About every push is what, about 50 feet per minute, maybe 100 feet per minute, depends. So we'll dial in about 500 feet per minute.
33 Delta's going to be going higher. We'll keep you advised on the altitude.
That should put us down pretty nice.
Roger.
I'll go ahead and close the cow flaps.
Close the cow flaps so we don't...
It's about the same.
Yeah, that way we don't cool the engines down too quick. And it's nice smooth air, so we can come down with pretty good speed.
Yeah, we may need to slow it up a little bit when we get a little lower. We'll see if it gets bumpy or not.
Pretty enjoyable flight. A little bit of weather we had to work around. Not too bad.
And we got automated weather here for our destination.
Channeling 4 Bravo, Bravo, contact southbound approach 132.05.
4,006. 132.05. Good afternoon. Delta 2.16L. Sensor 2,996. Remark. Density altitude 2,500. 3 Delta is about 1 minute prior from this altitude. Warsaw Municipal
33 Delta, roger. Additional craft parachute operations in the vicinity of the Angola Airport, 5,500 and below.
0 at 1 gust 15 visibility 104,600 scattered temperature.
So we got 11 mile an hour wind gusting to what 15, blowing basically right down runway. It's 280 I think, and we got a runway 27 we'll line up for. 6,000 feet long. Got common traffic advisory frequency. We'll go ahead and put it in this side, that way we can flip-flop over it easier. 122.7. And we're talking to Fort Wayne approach, so on our departure, we'll depart BFR and call them in the air on this same frequency. Well, yeah. I'll go ahead and start throttling it back just a hair. We've kept our CHTs rock solid by closing the cowl flaps. Airspeed definitely has picked up, but we'll start dialing back the manifold pressure just a little bit in case we get some bumps here. Been in the air for a little over 4 hours, 4 hours and 2 minutes so far.
Yeah, about right around 4 hours and 20 minutes for total flight time. We got an hour and 18 minutes of fuel left at this point, so we'll still land with over an hour worth of fuel.
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, descend maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, 6 Alpha Bravo. We can cancel IFR anytime you like.
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, you want flight following the rest of the way into Warsaw?
Sure, we'll take flight following until you lose it.
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, Alpha cancellation received and remain no score.
6 Alpha Bravo, thanks. So now we've been canceled IFR, so we can descend on down to pattern altitude, which is 1,800 feet.
Pattern altitude plugged in. Autopilot never captured, so it'll just continue on down until it does. Welcome to Indiana.
Start getting her slowed up a little bit. About 25 inches works good to...
Another nice thing about this airplane is it has a very high gear extension speed. So once you level off, you almost can put your gear down. And the flaps are not long after that.
Well, you can actually put your first...
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles southbound, type and altitude unknown, primary only.
6 Alpha Bravo, looking for traffic. I don't see anything here. You said 12 o'clock, but we're showing someone out 3 o'clock.
Fort Wayne 1 Kilo Tango, this
Got some lights on.
Then 81 Kilo Tango, 4-way approach, point altimeter 2996.
996.
And it definitely had the field in sight there.
Navajo 6 Alpha Bravo, traffic no factor, it's at 11 o'clock and 5 miles, you're going to pass behind. No other traffic observed between you and Warsaw, radar service terminated, squawk VFR for exchange brief, have a nice afternoon.
6 Alpha Bravo, appreciate your help, squawking VFR. Change advisory.
Now in for runway 29, Fulton County.
And Warsaw traffic, Piper Navajo 476 Alpha Bravo is 6 miles to the south of the field. Entering left traffic, looks like runway 27 in about 1.5 minutes, Warsaw. Feet to go. It's going to start leveling off. Start slowing us down nicely for our gear extension. Go ahead and turn fuel pumps on.
Positive fuel pressure.
And we'll go ahead to mixture rich. Loosen up our friction. We'll put 1 notch of flaps in and gear coming down.
Fulton County traffic, Skyhawk 658 Mike Alpha, turning final 29, full stop, Fulton County.
3 green, 1 in the mirror. Warsaw traffic, Piper Navajo 6 Alpha Bravos, turning final, runway 27, Warsaw. Three green, 1 in the mirror.
Full flaps.
City skydive 1 to 2 minutes to skydiving, 14,000 feet and below. 2 minutes to skydive, no permission to the airport, 14,000 feet and below.
Yeah. A little bit of a breeze out of the right in there.
Yeah.
Flaps up, cowl flaps open, fuel pumps off.
Well guys, welcome to Indiana. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. We're gonna get some fuel, visit with an old friend, and then we'll be headed back out to Minnesota. But we'll do that as a separate video for you guys. That's another 3 hours.
And 6 Alpha Bravo is cleared runway 27 Warsaw.
And Navajo 6 Bravo.
Can you say that again for 6 Alpha Bravo?
Yeah, this is Warsaw.
Yes, sir. We're just going to stop with you for a couple hours and get some fuel, if that's okay?
Roger that, sir. I'll be over here on the ramp. I'll make sure 12:30.
6 Alpha Bravo. Appreciate it, sir.